go. It is December 10th. We are out here at Ben Franklin Range for the annual toy run. It's either 25 bucks a person to get in, or you gotta bring $25 worth of toys. So I was at Tractor Supply with my little girl yesterday. Figured I'd just let her pick out some toys for the kids, which was actually pretty fun. So that was cool. So that's what we're doing here today. Last time I was here was actually 3 years ago, all the way back in 2020 or 2021. I think it was 2020 for the toy run as well. That was back when it was scrub grass before Ben Franklin Range took over. So it's been a little while since I've been here. I'm sure it changed a little bit. I think trails are actually marked now for difficulty. Greens, blues, and blacks. For those that don't know, green's easiest, blue is intermediate, black is difficult. So that's kind of how we mark trails around here, if you've seen any of my other videos. And you know, it's helpful for people that don't know places and don't know trails. It's a really nice thing to have. In the past, when I've been here, we didn't have any marking, and it was kind of just free for all. You could end up on something real sketchy, or end up on stuff too easy all day. So it's nice that they marked it out. I think the Canam crew did it, and I appreciate that. They're a good group of people. I like watching them, even though I'm not a side-by-side rider. They're a good time to watch, I'm telling you. But anyways, I am riding. I'm the only ATV today. That's why you're stuck with me. That's why I'm actually talking to you today. In front of me is my brother-in-law, Bug, and his girlfriend, Brie, in her Canam. Custom cage he built himself, and rock sliders. It's a pretty cool machine. So just us today. It's supposed to rain. Well, it was supposed to rain. I think it cleared up for now, but it was supposed to be a big group of us, but they all kind of got scared off by the rain. So we'll see who made the right decision, I guess. There's not too big of a turnout so far today. We got here about an hour after it opened, and usually it's pretty crowded at that point, and it hasn't been so far. So hopefully they get a good turnout. It's a cool event. It's a cool cause. I always love seeing the toy runs where people can come out and have fun and have an excuse to donate to a good cause. So it's a nice thing to have. But I'm just going to keep following him for a little while. Maybe we'll switch. Who knows? We're going to stick to, they actually mapped out a green trail, like a loop, for people that aren't real familiar with it. Just a loop around the whole park. I think it's like 22 miles or so. So we're going to stick on that first and then see what else we can get into. Maybe I'll make them do some sketchy stuff and follow them, because I know they like watching the Canam crew and getting influenced by them. So we'll see what happens. Looks like it's going to be a wet one, a little slick, and should be a good time. It's not too cold, actually. It's about 45 degrees. It's wet, but it's not raining. Rain's not falling. I have my heated grips on. They're keeping my hands just fine, warm in ride gloves. So we're doing okay. I'm hoping my internal mic's working. I was watching some videos back from July and realized that my microphone, I have three microphones on my helmet. One's for my communicator, one is for my GoPro, and then, or one is for me to go into my GoPro, and then the other one is to get the external audio, like whoever I'm riding with, whoever's on the other end of the communicator, it's to get their audio. So hopefully mine's working this time. It's a little hard to hear me in the last, I think it was the Cowboy Lingo series, which was probably quite a while ago if you guys are following the channel, just because I am very behind on editing video. Like I said, I'm editing video from July, and it's now December, so I'm gonna put her in four-wheel for this one. Last time we were here, when we were here 3 years ago, was the old man and me. I was on Mandy's Rancher, my wife's Rancher, 2016 Rancher, straight axle, power steering, and my old man was on his Rancher, which was also straight axle, but no power steering, so a lot different. But we did that, and it was actually raining. It was colder that day. It was also December, so my old man towed the quads, and then I followed him in my 98 Tacoma was lifted, had, you know, off-road tires on it, 33s and whatnot. It was a great truck. I love that truck. I miss that truck. But we would go quad riding for a little bit, and then when we'd get cold, we'd go back, park the quads, jump in the truck, warm up, and come out and do the trails. And I actually did that hill back there in the Tacoma. I guess it's gotten a little worse since I was last here, because I don't think I would do that one in the Tacoma nowadays. That's another thing about this place. It is all the trails are Jeep friendly, or whatever you want to call it. They always call it Jeep friendly, but it's open to, you know, anything. Jeeps, Tacomas, Broncos, whatever you want to do off road, you bring it here and you do it. So it's cool. It's nice that they open it up to that. Some of the trails aren't quite wide enough for the SUVs or the Jeeps or whatever. I'm just going to call them Jeeps because it's easiest. Some of the trails aren't quite wide enough for Jeeps, but you know, turn around if they aren't. Half the side-by-sides out there anyway are as wide as Jeeps these days, it seems. Kind of weird to be out here riding without the old man. He's my staple when it comes to riding. He didn't want to come and get wet, so it's a bummer. You know, if you guys follow along on the channel, you know how much we enjoy spending time and riding together. So it's a little bummer he didn't make it out today, but he'll be out there next time. We already got a trip planned for next summer for Hatfield McCoy for the Father's Day ride. Just me and him. We'll take the camper down and camp for a few days and ride for 3 or 4 days. Have a good time down there. I don't know that the old man would like it so far anyway. It's been a little running out, so, but it's all good. It's nice to actually follow someone for once. I'm usually the one in the lead, so it's nice to actually be able to watch someone else as opposed to just trail ahead of me. And get something else on the camera. If you guys are following along on the channel, you know I don't ride with side-by-sides often, and even when I do, they're usually behind me, so you don't see them much. Whew, there's a branch. Some cool trails back here, actually. A little different than what we're used to with the groomed trails at, you know, Hatfield McCoy trails down in West Virginia, or Rock Run or Mountain Ridge. They're all pretty well groomed, and you don't get the puddles and the mud as much. So it's cool to hit trails like this sometimes that aren't. I think they're groomed to a point, but not you know, bulldozed every year and flattened out, ridden of the puddles and whatnot. So it's cool to ride trails like that every now and then. I like a switch up. As soon as we got here, I said, just remember, I can't do half the shit that you can in that thing. So as much as I love quads, and you know, I'd rather be on a quad than in a side-by-side, you can't do some of the shit they do between the ruts and the off-camber shit. It's just not safe. And the way those things flex and crawl through shit is amazing sometimes. Absolutely amazing. So I told him, I said, you go ahead, and if it's something I decide I don't want to do, I'll just not do it. We're just going to go down in the rut here. Always forget how much ground clearance I have. I'm so used to riding sport quads with straight axles for my, you know, the first 20 years of my riding life. I rode sport quads with straight axles, so I'm used to not having much ground clearance. I'm gonna go 4 again. It's a little slick. Yeah, for a green family loop, this is a little technical. It's not a beginner's park. It's not a beginner's area to ride. I would say that. If you're gonna bring a beginner to somewhere in the area, I would recommend Mountain Ridge or Rock Run. Mostly Mountain Ridge not quite as big as Rock Run, but they have the one-way trails, which are really nice when you have a little one with you. And, you know, you don't want to have to worry about people coming the other way. But I have about 2,000 miles on this Grizzly, I think, at this point. I have 1980. I'm going to hit 2,000 today, so that's a milestone, I think. I've only had it for a little over 2 years. I think 1,000 miles a year is pretty good. That's the most I've never really been able to do the math on them or keep track rather, because I've always had sport quads without odometers. So I know Mandy's quad, 2016 Rancher, we've ridden a lot until, of course, she got pregnant, and it has, I think, just about 22 or 2,300 miles on it. So I'm catching up to her real quick. But she hasn't been joining me for a lot of the rides the last 2 years. Last couple of years I've done more riding than ever, and she hasn't been there, unfortunately, which is a bummer. I miss her out on the trail with me, but you know, we have a family now, and family comes first, and I wouldn't trade that for anything. I think the machines are going to be a little bit muddy after this one. I pondered for days coming, even, because I'm like, it might rain. Is it worth going out, getting my machine dirty when I already cleaned it up for winter? But I'm not going to let that be my excuse for not going riding because I don't want to clean my machine. That's just laziness. I'd rather come out here and ride, you know, as much as we already did, get back to the truck, and still have to wash my quad. At least got out there one last time before the actual cold of winter hit. I know you guys up in Canada, you guys have been hitting you guys have seen the cold for a few months now, but we're just really starting to get it. Actually, yesterday it was freaking, almost 65 degrees Fahrenheit. It was a beautiful day yesterday. Usually January it cools down for a few months up here. It goes down to, like, you know, the 20s or 30s in Fahrenheit, and then we start climbing back up in March, and then it's summertime again. So we don't have as bad a winter as you guys up there in Canada, but you know, still sucks to have to put the machines away for a few months. So this used to be called scrub grass. Like I said, it was just kind of like some private area where they would do open rides like once a month or so. And then, wow, I think I decided today I need the $15 thumb warmer that comes with these hand warmers. I always thought it was dumb, but my thumb is freaking cold. Anyways, this used to be called scrub grass. It was just kind of like an off-road park where they do an open ride once a month. It wasn't somewhere you could come any day. It was just once a month-ish. They would do an open ride, maybe some camping for the weekend and stuff like that. And then when Ben Franklin Range took over, I believe it was a bunch of veterans that bought the property, and they're building like shoot houses and gun ranges and stuff like that. So when they first took over, we're like, oh no, they're not going to let us ride up there anymore, which, I mean, you would understand if they're doing a bunch of gun ranges and shoot houses and stuff, but they're still opening it up once a month for rides. It's taken me so darn long to get out here with, you know, other riding we've been doing, and once again, a young family. But and I think I said that kind of negatively. I don't mean the young family in a bad way. I love my family, don't get me wrong, they're fantastic. Like I said, wouldn't trade it for the world. But lost my train of thought. But yeah, this is actually the closest riding park to my house. It's just a bit under an hour away, so it's nice and close. Good place to come ride. The weekends they've been doing just haven't worked out, either weather-wise or something else going on. So, for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about when I say hand signals, there's a system they have for off-road riding. It's, you know, when you're riding with a group of people, if there's people coming the other way, or, you know, you want people to know how many are behind you, you put up a number of how many are behind. And then the last person will put up a fist. That way anybody coming the other way knows, you know, it's over. There's nobody else coming. They're free to go. Makes it a lot safer. So I should be a fist today. Bug should be a 1, but I don't know that he knows hand signals, or, you know, even decides to follow them. So I don't know.
Where'd our loop go?
I don't know. just keep going up here. I would just keep going, see if it comes up. Oh, we found a loop. I'll tell you what, for almost 2,000 miles, this thing runs pretty damn well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I take care of it like it's my child. I've also beat it a little bit because, you know, you kind of have to have fun sometimes. I mean, I don't beat the crap out of it, but, you know, you gotta have fun. And just take care of things, they last, right? I have had some issues. I've had some seals go, some bearings go, stuff like that I've had to replace. But, you know, I don't mind working on them. I love getting out in the garage, get a beverage, do some work on machines. It's fun. Man, I cannot believe how much I wish I had a thumb warmer right now. Holy moly. Hands are warm otherwise, but my thumb is cold. Alright, we just took a quick break. They switched drivers, so Brie's in the hot seat now, and we're gonna get back in it. Get back around this loop of theirs. Alright. You want me to lead? Yep. Alright, here we go. They're gonna have me lead now. Oh, this gives you a good view of the park actually. That's the upper parking area. Then you have to go down below, down at the road. And there's a lower parking area. My truck's right down there. You can see the white truck. That's funny. It turned off. We must have a situation up here. Oh, bummer. Lost the wheel. That's unfortunate. Don't know what happened, but must have fallen right off. Alright, we are still on the green loop, so that's a good sign. I was worried I was going to throw us off. Oh no, my rain gear ripped. I'm going to get wet. Whoa. Yeah, that's what you get for Walmart rain gear. This stuff lasted hundreds of miles at Hatfield McCoy. Thought I felt a bit of a breeze. Should have bought some backup pants. Whoops! Alright, we took a quick break, ate some yogurt, took a rest. It rained a little bit, and it stopped, and now we're back out here. Looks like people are still showing up, so that's a good sign. Brie's still in the driver's seat, so I'm in first, or I'm in the lead. We're going to try to keep following this green loop. Alright, found a sketchy spot. Just a little rutted. Oh, that wasn't bad. I always forget how well these machines do. As an update, I am running Backcountry Navigator again. Backcountry Navigator Pro app on an old Samsung phone. The maps, I believe, were generated by the Canam crew and put out there for download. So that's what I'm running at this point. They're all marked out green, blues, blacks, which is nice. Not that I've really looked at my map much. I've been following these green arrows. So they did a really nice job on this loop. Great way to see the whole park without, you know, even though you don't know where you're going. There's been some technical spots, but nothing you can't do. Nothing I haven't been able to do either. And if I can do it, a side-by-side can do it, so mostly side-by-sides anymore anyway, so. I'm gonna pull my front end over. I'm just up against this hill. That'll do it. That should be good. Thank you. That's a tough spot. Bug took back over to driver's seat, so he's going to leave for a little bit. We're going to finish up this loop and then I guess go back out. I was sitting down there by the river, realized that I'm pretty sure I've only seen one other quad here, and it's the one that had a wheel fall off. Other than that, it's all side-by-sides and Jeeps. A couple dirt bikes, but side-by-sides and Jeeps for the most part. There are very, 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 very few quads here. I can only remember seeing one. It's crazy. Dying thing, I guess. Side-by-sides are more comfy. They go further places. I just like that. Yeah, I know. Okay, we are off the main loop, and we're gonna see what else there is out there. I'm just gonna follow their lead. So we're gonna go take a look at Jeremy's slick rock. I don't think they're actually gonna hit it, but from what I've seen, unless it's dry, it's pretty not doable. So we shall see. We got a Jeep coming the other way. We got us. We got. Okay, let's do that. There we go. Wow, this is a crawl down into here. I hope it's not the same way back out. Jeremy, you going for it? This is crazy. Yeah, that's steep. That's almost vertical up there. Like when I've watched the videos of this, it does not look anything like this. How did you get on it? That's ridiculous. Well, guys, it's a no for us on the slick rock. We don't have the skills or the machines for that. I definitely don't. They have the machine, not the right tires though, and that would take some balls. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna go check out the waterfall crawl, see if anybody's doing that, if we can get to it. It looks like a red trail to get to it, and I guess red is above black, I believe. So it's a red trail to get to it, so we'll see what happens. Might not even get to it, but we're gonna try, because why not? We're here, right? still trying to find the waterfall climb. Brie is our navigator. She has one of the Canam crew tablets in there, so not that we're probably going to do it, or I know I'm not going to do it, but it's cool to see things that you've seen in videos, because you know the videos never do them justice, just like Jeremy Slickrock back here. So it's cool to see things in person that you know, and go back and watch videos and say, holy shit, that was insane. You know, we've done this before.
I was gonna say
we've done this before, but it was sketchy as shit. We did it before it was marked. We're like, oh, let's go down this trail.
We're going down it. We're like, holy fuck.
Yeah, we went down. We're like, holy f***, how did we do that? Yeah, I can't do that, man.
That's the bad part right there.
Yeah. And I don't know what the climb out of it's like. Think we can hit it from the other side, maybe?
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Like,
Yeah.
try to. Cause that's.
I can't. I'm not doing that.
Waterfall.
Huh?
This is the trail to the waterfall.
That's what I figured. Yeah, as soon as we came in here, I'm like, yeah, I know this trail.
Yeah, I remember dropping down that.
Yeah. All right. So overall, I think a lot of the trail markers that they've put up have either fallen off or just gotten too dirty, because I haven't seen many trail markers other than those green arrows that are pointing us around the main loops. I haven't seen many green, blues, or blacks. A few along the way, but or green, blues, or reds. I think they do reds instead of blacks here, but I haven't seen many, because that doesn't count. It's the ones that say the BFR and have the little BFR logo. I have not seen many. So there's one marking a red that we're going to go down. See the logo there. Yeah, I'd never make it back out.
Did we gotta up that hill? Before?
Huh?
That had to be the way we came back up.
I don't know, man. That's super off camber. There is a trail right down.
Straight down here we might find.
Yeah, there's. I mean, I can see it from right here, but there's a trail right down here that crosses over. We might be able to use. That was weird. I don't know why my plug stalled out there. That's the first. And there's the waterfall. Wow. Crazy. Once again, seeing things in person and saying, how the heck did someone climb that? Pull up on it. No? Didn't like it?
Huh?
Didn't like the feel?
Nah, I didn't like it.
Alright. Well, the decision has been made to head back to the trucks, because it's getting chilly. And it looks like Bug just flew down the creek. So we are going to head back back to the trucks and get on out of here. It's down into the 30s at this point, so it is definitely getting chilly out there. Still not bad. Still want a thumb warmer though. Overall, glad we came out to ride today. It was definitely the right call. We lucked out with the rain. It didn't really rain much at all. I mean, we got a tiny couple little sprinkles here and there, but it was kind of when we were taking breaks and we're able to just, you know, stay dry with hoods and whatever we were wearing. So glad we came out. It would have been a missed opportunity otherwise. Got to come out and support the kids. I mean, I was going to bring toys either way, but it was a good day. Pulled back into the parking field, just got back to the truck. So we're going to sign off here. But thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one in the spring. Probably rock run in the spring.